Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops, where my mind's drops get out.
All right, so this one, Bracer Team Basing, should be the last one for this team. I'm trying to be a little more organized with the basing stuff, so let's see how this goes. All right. So, probably going to use a few of the skulls. And I have some clear crystals that I didn't use last time, or piece of glass. Black pieces of glass, clear ones, some like gravel, dirt, sand. I got some like white sand stuff that I didn't use last time. I broke up some of this little pieces of flakes, kind of like the way that they turned out. And then I also have some bags of moss that I use for the greens on stuff. So I will just grab a guy and start off. Last time I didn't really use anything to hang on to him, but I think this time I'm going to use that hand thing because my hands got really sore. But so I feel they turned out pretty good. So basing them is pretty fun. I kind of like the whole idea of doing it. Gives it more like it's like photo look, I guess. So I just used the Mod Podge last time and kind of covered the bottom of it, and I used super glue last time to cover most of the stuff, but I don't really want to use that much super glue this time, so yuck. But so then I got this stuff. I don't know if it'll like harden the way I want it to, but it says it's clear, so I was gonna try putting it on top of some of the stuff instead of super glue, because the super glue kind of got glossy. But I guess now that it's set for a while, it looks cool. I guess it kind of the look of it overall with the way the characters looks fine. It wasn't much super glue, but and then when I coated it with the satin finish, I think it kind of sealed it up good. But so I'm gonna try to do something similar to what most of them were. Like this one, I like the way the moss was on this one. Looks cool. But I almost have to use super glue on that though, so it makes it hard. So now I guess this is the start. I know I like coated a lot of the Mod Podge on it last time, but I already had a lot of stuff from doing other types of projects. I didn't want to have to go buy other stuff. And if it works, it works, you know. So last time I think the first guy here, I'm just gonna do a little bit of some gravel, but I always do the grass stuff and that stuff at the end. Last time I think I used the lid. And I broke up the little flakes a little smaller this time, so all right. So, oh yeah, and I got these skulls too. Gotta get these from up here. I got these skulls that I printed. So, I mean, I can grab some more if I need them, but these ones are already a little dry washed, and I want to use a couple, but I don't want to overdo it. So, just gonna throw so. Last time I just kind of I think I'm gonna do the skulls at the end, but even just that, like, totally. I have little marker things here so I stay in the camera. All right, yeah. So even just that alone makes the dude look way better. So we're just gonna stop at that. For one guy, I'll add the skulls at the end. Unless I see a way I should add it. I don't know if I want to actually hang on to the thing with the holder, because if it's going to be that quick. Okay, so I think I want to like make piles of these pieces of glass with like some glue when I'm not facing these guys, and make them have like stacks to put down. Yeah. Even like that. Pretty quick. kind of don't even, just gonna try to do it random because it really doesn't matter. Last time I thought about it a little bit more. I know I want to add the skulls in, but I feel like if I have the Mod Podge a little thick, it'll just absorb through whatever it needs to, and then later on when it dries out I just dip it over and knock it around a little bit. Ooh. I know once the moss part gets on it, really gets a better look to it. Yeah. That's already 4, so not gonna take too long to do these. I want to put a pile of rocks, or maybe just flat chips, like he's running across a flat area. I don't want the flat base. I think I might try to put like a little pieces of that moss coming through it, like it's kind of little grassy almost in some areas. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, definitely looks cool. I think the longest part's going to be the grass stuff. I think it'll be cool doing the bigger robot bases, the bigger battle suit bases. Just kind of going through these kind of quick here. Not really didn't realize this was the boss dude, the commander. I just want him to have dirt anyways. Looks cool that way. Alright. Put a couple of these crystals on this one. Some dirt. I don't think this would really have too much built up around it with the rocks. Maybe. I think now I might put a couple of them. Put a skull on this one right here in the front. Crap. Sorry, I had to take a text really quick. Alright, so I got most of the stuff already on them except for the skulls. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way. Just need this stuff out of the way. Probably gonna make like a mixed thing of rocks and gravel and stuff. Let's see if I can find a container. Oh, here it is. All right. Just try and clean up the mess a little bit. All right, so it's mostly all cleaned up. I probably should just do a thing where it's all just them things all mixed up, and then see how they turn out on some of them. So I think I'm still gonna have to use super glue because skulls won't glue on there best. That Mod Podge really. All right. So I don't really need the Mod Podge anymore. Because I don't really need it anymore. So, but this time I might use some of this other stuff too, because there's some of this moss and then some of this moss. I didn't use any of this stuff last time. I only used this stuff. It was like, looks kind of like some of it looks like hairs, some of it looks like I want to say it kind of looks like pine in some ways, and then this other one is more like this kind of moss, but I don't really know how I kind of would use this stuff on these guys, but so I think I want to just like maybe take a couple pieces of this stuff, maybe just tear some of it apart. Okay, so I just kind of broke it up a little bit. All right. So I think I just want to get a couple different colors too of it. I think maybe just a little bit of this grayer stuff. Kind of cut it up, maybe. I'm just going to use a super glue gun anyways with a tube on it. I think I might do like a coat over it at the end. But I hate super glue so much. Just hate it. But these little straw things really kind of make it a little bit better. Do that again. Alright. I'm just gonna go back to listening to my own music because it keeps sounding wanting to cut out. Yeah, like a streamer thing. Hook a microphone up to it. All right, back to this at hand here. I think like a couple little spots around the rocks. This thing can be very fun to work with. And you just gotta get it saturated, like I did with the other moss, you know, cover it all up with the glue and then yeah. Maybe even take a skull and throw it in there. It's in a pile of weeds. Let's stay wet for a second. Use like poster putty to hold these little tiny skulls down. Some of them got flat backs on them, some don't. It happens to have a flat back on it. I'm just gonna put a little more glue around her. I don't want to lose the face that it has with the glue going on it, you know. But I also don't want to touch any of that glue. I think I need to just scoot my thing in just a little closer. My hand just a little higher up. I think after I do these guys, I'm going to start 3D printing some stuff for foliage. I've been thinking about it for a while. Going in like Blender or something and making a few things that I want. I mean, I print out those little skulls, so the printer will print what I want. For size, I'm not really worried about the size of it. Yeah, that guy's pretty much done. Don't think the super glue likes the Mod Podge. That guy's going in the back. The commander guy, I want to put a couple skulls underneath his feet. Maybe just a little bit of some of that green moss. A couple seconds here to work on it, so I'll just. I don't want to have the hair in there. I don't want the hair from the cat. Okay. And then. Skulls down there. A couple of them will make it look better. That's for sure. And maybe one of the flat ones too. Starting to think I should have took them off from this thing with the poster putty on it. Yeah, I just don't want to lose that crystal there that's in the front. Ah, it moved. Damn it. Oh, we're just gonna put some glue down. Good there. Get there. We're here too. Or if I can. And just a little bit, like, I don't know, I just think that makes it look so cool. Once he's like the little commander guy. I think once I do the nice clear coat over them, they'll look a way better. And this one, I think I just want to put just a little bit of this grass on it, but I kind of almost want to just put in a couple spots and see what happens. Put a dot of glue, put a dot of glue, put a dot of glue over here. No. And then just kind of like toss it on it. And then we'll use these tweezers to kind of find where the stuff is. Oh. I didn't want a whole lot on this anyway, so. A blue one. I'm still new to the whole Warhammer thing, so I'm just kind of decided to do my own. I seen some when I looked up steps on just like a search, I found a blue one that was kind of neat, and I kind of just added my own little symbol to it, added the turquoise to it. I really like the blue on them though. I think it looks cool. Definitely for my first army, I think it's pretty cool. I'm just using some of my own crafting ideas from other things I've done to kind of decorate my stuff. It's already hard cool. That makes it look kind of neat. Oh, I should throw a skull on there too somewhere. I don't know which one I should use though. Probably a flat one because it's kind of more of a flatter. Some flat here. Oh. I definitely want to take them off from this stuff next time when I'm done doing the painting of them. Or the dry wash. I think like right in the middle of the two piles would be kind of cool. Like right there. Looks like it's slightly buried into the ground. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to read in the codex a little bit about some of them, and I didn't say anything with the colors, but one of them that I kind of liked, but I didn't really know the name of it. Yeah, right. I'm pretty worried about the glue. I don't want them to fight back. Especially since it's getting towards the end of this. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. Trying to finish these guys up. Thanks for swinging by again, Danica. Oh yeah, I remember them. The Red Alert 3 Samurais. didn't care for playing that side of it. I usually play the Russians, the coils and stuff. I think I want this one to have more of the dirty. Like it's all dead. That's awesome. Yeah, the next one's I'm going to be painting. Well, I actually want to paint the tiger fish, I think it is next, but I have 2 Pathfinder squads. One with the smaller guns and one with the bigger guns. I think when I bought the combat patrol, it came with like unique heads when I built it, because I remember seeing like some of the dudes' heads got like eyepieces and like goggles. I remember building it, but I didn't remember like, because all of them went kind of quicker when I was doing these ones. And then all these guys got like way more like accessories on them, so I think I'm gonna make them like an elite group of the Pathfinders in my mind. But I want to do some of the other stuff first. I've been doing so many of these little mini guys. This will be like 20 now. Well, the 2 groups, you know. I honestly really do not like super glue. I think it's just from when I'm playing around with 3D printed stuff, how much super glue you gotta use. I'll put a skull right by his foot here. Oh, it came off really easy too. Oh yeah. And I think I want to put just a little bit of some greenery coming in between these rocks by his foot. I think that would be kind of cool. That right there, maybe. Yeah, I think so too, right? It kind of gives it a good, even a little bit of the flare of the green in there kind of makes them look more like diorama pieces almost. When I get done with all of them, I want to kind of like set them up on a shelf fighting another army, like in squads and stuff, and like maybe I could even blend in like whatever ground I make to blend in with the bases more, you know, with the green and crystals and stuff. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that too. I was reading some of the stuff in the book, how much the Commander Farsight like his reaches of mental fortitude or whatever to be able to be the commander he is or whatever it is. I've only skimmed through the lore like maybe 5 or 6 times, but not really read the whole thing. I've been kind of slowly going through some of it to learn a little bit more. I just started getting into the whole Warhammer thing, starting in December. And it's been like a kind of a slow, but not really too slow a process. Heck, aren't the knights like old? And they're more about like tech. I also have the Storm Surge to build too, so That's gonna be like probably my final one I build. So it's kind of comparable almost to the size of a knight, right? It's a little bit smaller. Okay, so that's 4 down. Like some of these I really don't want, like this one here, like the way the rocks turned on this one, I really don't want to change the way he looks, you know? Maybe if I put a little bit of some of that, this white, like grass moss, but I don't really think it needs anything, you know? Because like, just that. Yeah, weren't they like freaked out when they found a Dreadnought that was like thousands of years old? It's like older than their whole civilization. And then that like the thanks. HS. He's coming back again too. I think this one might just get a little bit of the white. I wish I could like make this like a bush kind of, you know. And if I like twist it up a little bit, it'll like puff out. Kind of maybe like below him. Maybe a skull in the front. You imagine that happening and like examining something and it's as old as your civilization. Like that would like make you like kind of freak out, I think. Like I say, something came here and crashed and we studied it and found out it was like 10,000 years old. I think it would change our thoughts on things. Probably almost make us more warlike. Okay, so this one, the front of it only has, I can see it, so maybe I'll put it outside. Maybe a bit more of this mossy looking stuff on it. Yeah, it would probably do the same thing to us. You know? Try to see if this will scrunch down a little bit. If I get some super glue on it. Sometimes it can be moved around a little bit more when I can get some glue on it. It's probably not going to work the best. I don't like using that moss. No, I don't want to lose the skull. Come on, roll back over. There we go. Yeah. Stay right there. Like he's on a pile of just shrubs. I just don't want it to fall off, you know, so I'm kind of trying to coat it with a little super glue. Ah, I pushed it right out. Dang it. Right into my hand. At least it's like a chunk, so I can just push it right back in. Uh-oh. Holding there for too long, almost had glue to my finger. I don't know all the different terms for them, so I'm a little bit for the, what is it, Basha? What it actually means. I just know I've read some of the stuff, so I'm still a little confused. But I do know humans do work with some of the Tau, I thought. Yeah, I thought they were just more like how the recruit are used, more like cannon fodder. Yeah, I really hate super glue. Yeah, I've been trying to read some of the book. I pick it up and I read like 4 or 5 pages at a time, and I have to go back and read it again because like I don't understand some of the stuff, and then I'm also trying to learn how to play. So, but eventually, you know, read enough stuff over and over and over a couple times, I'll start understanding a little bit better. Like anything. Try to just enjoy the journey I'm going through right now, building, and some of the stuff I'm listening to and watching. And at some point, I'll probably learn some other stuff. I mean, I've been watching stuff about orcs and watching stuff about some of the factions and stuff, but. I just got attracted to these guys because they're like kind of more cleaner looking, and I thought it was kind of odd for the whole Warhammer thing being so dark and brutal and skulls and grotesque things and stuff, and I was like, man, these guys are like so off. Hey. The brass bits is actually just a brass. This right here. Really turned out good. It kind of has a cool shine to it, you know. But it is on top of white. I don't know if that made a difference. Yeah. Guess it's all about money anyways, right? I mean, they are a corporation, you know. Kind of sucks that how a lot of things are just based around the expense they can make. It's like I want to put skulls on all of them, but some of them I almost want to just leave. Like this one here, I like just that. It's like that glass crystal look with that green. Just looks so cool. I don't know. Oh no, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that I think it's neat that this group is the cleanest, you know. One is probably just as brutal in some ways, you know. I just find it odd, you know. I want to paint the other stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to. Orcs. Sorry, Kurz. Don't mean to insult. Yeah, especially if you see them like in like an image of them sitting down as an army, they're like cleaned off and clear looking. Well, I guess depends on how you make them, but there's not really much you can do with them when they look like this. You know, like I mean, I guess you could do some like have them have like things hanging off them that have skulls or bones or something. I mean, I could see that with the Kroot having stuff like that off from their like tribes and stuff. I think you could see that.
Anything else?
I think I need to let my glue close a little bit more. Although I've had this glue forever.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more.
Yeah, so cool. The end result when I see them with having just the base on them, just tops off the whole thing. Yeah, I like looking at other people's work too. I always kind of like checking out how other people do their the whole look. It just blows me away how people can make stuff glow, and I know I want to try to do that with some of the like guns on the battle suits. I have an airbrush that can do little sprays, so I just figure these guys are way too small for me to do that on. Unless I get out a set of glasses. Are you gonna do yours just plain white then, or? It's really hard to not glue the tweezer end to the thing with the work time you have with the super glue. I really don't want to glue it to it. I think I want to put one of these skulls in that pile of rubbish. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I thought maybe these other guys would have like these guys could have their own little things on them, you know? we're just on the battlefield. Huh. I should read more into the lore. Maybe get audiobooks or something, listen to some of this stuff more. I've watched some things and learned some stuff, but there's so much I just don't know where to begin. For some of the things, And it's like you only have so much time to do so much, in a day. Like I already crowd my time up with a lot of the stuff I already do, But hobbies you can always make time for. I have the hunting pack that's going to be pretty cool to put together. That was actually the first thing I bought, and I got it like in like the end of, it was like right around Black Friday, and I got it for like, I think it was like $60 less than like the normal price. That was like the normal price or whatever. And I like bit the bullet and was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. And then I seen the also the like Battle Force or whatever pack with all the battle suits in it, like 3 battle suits or 4 battle suits in it. That was when I decided, I guess I'm gonna go all in now. And because it was a little bit cheaper than what it would be if I was to buy them separate. So, and it was also a deal for the sale that was going on. So, whatever. Christmas birthday present. All right, so I think I got the bases all pretty much done there. What else I gotta do on them? I got the grass, the green parts all done. Yeah, I have a couple printed different Marines that I want to paint. I also have Field Gray Knights, like the Commander and the Castellan Crow or whatever. This guy, I already built him up too. Kind of want to paint him, but I still gotta prime it and do all that before I do any of that kind of painting. Man, I wish I had. I guess I could grab the devilfish and start painting it. But like to set up stuff to get it ready. Oh, I see. And they eliminate all helpers. Same thing with these. I don't know what to do with them when I have like a pile that's like mixed up stuff. I thought there was a bag of pieces. So what is everybody else working on right now? You going to be working on the Pathfinder one then, Danica? Oh. Devilfish was pretty easy. I didn't really think that it would. Kind of wish I had one of the ones with the gun on it. you know. I got it all primed. And then 2 drones for it. And then I also have the guy. I wanted the guy standing out of it. Yeah, so but I think when I do this thing, I almost should airbrush it. I mean, I don't really know how and this is where I messed up on the primer. Kind of don't want to sand it. I don't know if there's unglue the table. What's the Eldar Phantom Titan base? Wrong base on it or something? Confused. I don't know if there's a sticker on here that I can use to cover it. Oh, it's not even the ones. It's this one. Yeah, there's like not really a whole lot I can use to cover it. I'm guessing it's just these ones right here. I mean, I could put one of those markings on it, covering that up. Or I thought maybe I could do like some battle damage or something. No, it's a devilfish. From the combat patrol. So, I don't know, I don't know if brushing that big of a surface, you know? I mean, the brushing went on pretty even for like these guys, so I don't see why I really want to mess it up too much. I mean, I thought about maybe doing like a wash over it, but I also thought maybe it'd be better just to have it clean. Yeah, I kind of figured that was what would happen. I mean, I have some really fine sandpaper, but it's like, I don't know if I want to like mess it up. You know, I think if I just airbrushed it, I would just do the main color blue, you know, and then the whole thing, and then go over and do it however for the rest of it with the brush. I mean, because I kind of still want to do the gray and blue scheme, but maybe if I airbrushed it, if I did sand it off, it might be able to hide it. Tough decision. I think I gotta decide on it. Well, next, since those guys are done basing, I just gotta do the coat on them. And when I do the coat, it's like I run it through the airbrush anyways. So it's like I'll be having the airbrush like thing out. I have like a exhaust fan thing I made for an airbrush. That's like using some air ducts. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. If I airbrush it, I gotta go and set up all this stuff. I had never really thinned out these Vallejo paint because that's why I want to keep that color. I don't want to lose that blue. I do have airbrush thinner. That's not it. Somewhere in here. Which right here, I mean, it's Vallejo airbrush thinner, so. But I guess I gotta decide. All right, well, I think I'm gonna stop here because I can't really do anything more with these bases. I got them all kind of looking the way I want. Maybe I could just go through them really quick. Like that. I don't want to do any painting on them because I like the way that glass crystal look is. Looks pretty cool. I'll probably end up doing like a little rotation short like I did last time. It just looks cool. Even the ones that are like kept simple, I have a cool look to them. Yeah, I use like the cheap what's that stuff? Not apple barrel, but folk art paints. And I painted a PlayStation 4 controller with like 30 layers on it, and I ran it through like super thin. I just hadn't used model paints yet because model paints just seem like they're a little bit better quality. I wouldn't mind playing competitively. I want to go and just go to a couple stores I have around here. There's like 2 or 3 stores, and that's kind of what got me into wanting to play Warhammer, is going to the stores and seeing some of the people play. And I was playing D&D before. I'm still playing that, but like I'll go buy figures and check out stuff, and I was seeing people play. I mean, I am building it up to a 2,000 point army. Actually, I think I might have a little bit more than that because of some of the other units that I got extra with a pack. But I honestly have to learn how to play before I decide how I'll be able to play. Man, that one looks cool. I just like the way I made the commander guys or whatever. The white shoulder. And I think this is the last one. Just a little bit on the side there. Kind of want to try to clean them off a little bit around the edges, but I'm not too worried about it. And I know, like, to play some places, you know, competitively or whatever, you have to have like real units. That's why I'm kind of building my own whole army out of ones that aren't for my printing, because I can print them. I got like a bunch of bits already that I can probably make an army of like Space Marines and different stuff down on them. But I bought some of these as I was building them, or as I was printing those out. So you gotta kind of like go with it, I guess. I want to design some of my own stuff for like foliage and just things to add to my stuff. But that's all like a process, you know. I know how to use Blender a little bit, so I can do some of those tasks in there. I'm more of a crafter, you know. I have to learn the dynamics first before I know what to do, you know. I know I gotta do long range stuff first, and if I can use my, once I have Storm Surge and the other, I have 2 broadsides and, you know, a couple of the bigger ones that can shoot farther, then I'll probably try to do as much damage as I can in the beginning, because like my buddy I'm going to be playing against, he's going to be doing Black Templars, and I'm afraid he's just going to slaughter my guys if he gets close. But gotta lose some to gain some, you know. I really like real-time strategy games, so it's kind of what's luring me into this whole thing. So I think I'll have to oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm enjoying painting these things. It's super fun. It's kind of like therapy almost for me, getting away from thoughts of life, you know. So and it's kind of rewarding seeing your stuff. I'm still getting pretty amazed at how they turn out, you know. I kind of want to go through a phase of them going from blue to like the gray color almost. I think I might do like a Pathfinder group in like a gray and blue. I haven't really, you know, it's kind of gonna come and go as I build them. But I suppose if I am going to airbrush this, I have to set that up for it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end this right now, since I got to get stuff kind of out here to be able to do the airbrushing part and the sealing part. I don't really have to. Oh man, I do appreciate everybody that comes by and checks out my stuff while I'm doing it. Encourages me to keep going, do more. Although it's been a short run today. I don't even know. It's not telling me how long I've been on. Hour and 20 minutes. That's not even that long. Usually it's like 2.5 hours. Thanks again for stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna end this now and maybe set up my stuff. I may come back on a little bit here. I don't know. Kind of. I should keep going, you know. But thanks again. I'm gonna head out of here. Turn this music down. And then
Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops, where my mind drops get out.